How you been?
What? I've been good. Just been working hard, you know.
Yeah,
How you
yeah.
been? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm incredible. I'm incredible, man,
I'm
especially with
good.
this big news you got.
Yeah, man. Trying to do something for the crib, man.
Look, for everybody that does that's unaware right now, he's been a long time friend of mine, man, and has just been super influential to me personally and in Chicago for like, I mean, we talking about legendary status, man. Like discovering Kanye West, Virgil Abloh, Don C, serving on management teams for Busta, Missy, Mobb Deep. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, John Monopoly is home.
What up? What up? What up, Chicago? What's up to the crib? You know? You know?
Uh, hey, so I know I said you home. I really don't know. Are you here? Or you traveling?
I'm traveling right now, but my heart is always at home.
Facts. All right, man. Well, talk about man, this new super move that you're making, man, is crazy. I'm excited that I get to let Chicago hear about it first right here. Like, talk to them.
Yeah, so I started a company and a movement in 1998 called Hustle Period. Um, it was actually me and No ID. No ID was the founding partner of the company. If you ever seen the No ID on his left or right arm, he's still to this day has the Hustle logo tattooed on his
He
arm, which
got
is
the tap.
crazy. But yeah, but shout out to No ID, my big homie. And we really built the company because I had made my way into the nightlife world where we had become officially that year. We had um, a club called the Dragon Room, and we were had basically taken the crown of being the number one hip hop concert promoters and party promoters in the region. So, I'm kind of aging myself right now, but if we were, what the Century Club was to the West Coast in LA and what the Tunnel was to the East Coast in New York, the Dragon Room was to Chicago, Midwest area, and my home. And it was all, John Monopoly presents Hustle Period Sunday nights at the Dragon Room. And I was alongside my brothers Happy and Don C.
Yeah.
And it was always my dream to take the brand that we had built and the legacy that we kind of laid down from a nightlife space to a real label situation, production company situation, so that we could have something for at home, that was built by us for us,
Mm-hmm.
And, Kanye was the first artist, the first solo artist that I ever managed. I met him in 1991, started managing him the next year in 1992, which is the same year that I brought Wu-Tang Clan to Chicago for their first show in the city 33 years ago. And
Where was that? Where was
I
that at?
always wanted to have,
Where was that show?
you know what, man?
Was Let me ask you. Was it
Was it
the?
was it at the Equator Club? I really don't know, Jamal. It was, this is over 3 decades ago,
What? What?
and honestly, I was 16 years old, so I really don't remember.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
started promoting concerts and parties. I did my first party when I was 13, and I did my first concert. I think my first concert was Wu-Tang Clan.
It wasn't at the Rev,
Um,
was it?
but No, but I ended up doing a bunch of shows at the Riv. I did Dell, the Funky Homo Sapien, at the Riv with my brother Jaffer. He used to go by the name Cavassier,
Yeah.
uh, but now we call him Jaffer. And then we did a bunch of stuff at the Riv. And what's funny is Happy and I kind of connected through the Riv because I used to design flyers for the Riv in like 92, 93, and Happy was hosting parties at the Rib at the same time. So
Yeah.
at the same time, I was the graphic designer for the club. Happy was the host. So we kind of heard of each other, but didn't really meet formally until like a year or two later.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, back to my original point. Hustle Period started officially in 1998, and it was always my dream to, bring a proper label and production company to the city so that people would have opportunity and not always have to spend all their money going to New York and LA to get on. So when I saw the opportunity to do one better than a label, to have build a distribution company or distribution platform to actually distribute independent artists and independent labels, I just jumped at the opportunity, and now Hustle Period Distribution is born.
It's born. Wow, man, that's crazy, man, and so necessary right now in Chicago, especially for independent artists, and that's super dope, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, and I do have a question. You've been a legend, man, for a minute, and what would you attribute, staying in the game and being relevant and making so many moves, so many impactful moves, especially for Chicago for so long?
What would I attribute? I mean, I've always been focused on the city. I've never really wanted to do anything else. I think maybe when I was like 11 or 12, when I got my first job working at High Park Computers on 53rd and Harper, I think the first thing I wanted to do was be a doctor or a lawyer. But when I saw the movie Crush Groove, it completely, changed my life. And I was like, oh nah, I gotta be like the Blair Underwood guy. What's the dude's name? Russell Simmons, Def Jam? Yeah, I want that, but I want it for my city. And I was just hyper focused on that, man, and I just never really stopped. And I'm far from that. I got a chance to spend some time with Russell in Bali recently at his wellness center, and it was just to pick the brain of the guy that's literally responsible for everything that I'm about. Man, it was priceless, and I got a long way to go. I need to get to a point where I can build my facility in Bali, right? But I feel like I'm on the right path. I've been able to work with some pretty big names and discover some pretty talented people, and and me just turning 50 years old a couple of weeks ago, I feel like I'm 50 years young.
Oh my God! Congratulations on that. That's definitely an accomplishment.
Thank you.
But man, what would you say to like young entrepreneurs? Because I mean, yes, being an artist is dope, is super. The production side of it, but it's not a lot that we get a chance to hear from actual executives that's actually making dope moves in this lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say, man, don't get caught up in the hype. Stay focused. Don't chase clout. It'll come or it won't. Be organic and stay true to yourself.
In that order. Jamal. Hey man, it's incredible, man. I'm excited that I'm a part of it, man. Like just being able to bring this to the city. And can you tell people how they can connect with you?
Yes, you can hit me on Instagram. People will always kind of laugh that I'm so responsive on my IG at John Monopoly. You can go to the website for the distribution platform, which is www.hustle, traditional spelling, period, traditional spelling, distribution, traditional spelling.com.
Easy. Man, I appreciate you, bro.
Man, I appreciate you, and I appreciate the city for always holding me down for my ups and downs.
You feel me? Monop. Hey man, when you gonna be back to the back home?
October sometime.
Right, October. All right, man, we gotta get up. Definitely.
Definitely, bro.
All right. All right, man. Love, bro. And hit me anytime. You already know it's home right here.
I appreciate the love always, Jamal.
All right, family.
I know.